August, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rainy, and this is a channel about cross-stitch and books. But today we are just going to talk about cross-stitch. I am not sure what number Flosstube this is, but you know, it will be in the title when I get to that point. And this is going to be my July wrap-up of the projects that I worked on, plus my plans for August, and shocker, some haul, because I didn't do a lot of damage, but for me, I did a lot of damage. So, and I have I have floss tubers to blame for that. So, so yeah, it's probably going to be a relatively short one unless I get chatty, which we all know that I can do. But I only worked on, I think I worked on 5. Let's see, let me look at my notes and actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I worked on 6 projects. However, I forgot one at work. So it's a smaller one. I forgot it at work. And so I'll just have to show you just a picture of where I am. And one of them, I only did 100 stitches and there's no noticeable progress yet. So I am going to wait to show that one until my next video in August, so at the end of August. So, yeah. This was, I feel like July started out kind of like typical crazy for me anyway. And towards the end of July, things started to like calm down a little bit. So I feel like maybe in August, I will have a little bit more to show you, hopefully. And just, you know, have a little bit more time to work on my projects. So, all right, let's just get started. So as you know, I am trying to focus on a finish for Mini Night Cafe by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by, why do I always forget his name? Afromov is his last name, but I'll have all the information for you. And here is a picture of how it will look when it turns out. And my goal is to finish this whole mini by December 31st of 2024. And at this point, Stitch Pal tells me that I should be doing about 130 stitches per day to get this done by that time. So I try to do more than that if I can every day, because some days I don't work on it at all, or I just have sometimes less than 100 stitches on it, depending on the day that I've had. So yeah, anyway, let me just show you where I am. Here is where we are at the moment. Sorry, I have some hanging threads. But as you can see, I had been working in pages, but I was starting to be really busy, and so I wasn't even getting my 130 stitches per day because of all this confetti, and I just didn't have a chance to get that in a day. So I decided that I was going to do some extreme cross country and work on all this 310. And I think this might be, I kind of forgot to check, but I think this might be the end of the whole piece, or at least within a few stitches of the end. So that was working out swimmingly until down here. And down here somewhere, I am like a stitch off. So as you can see with this pattern, I really feel like I can fudge that and not have to like frog anything, but I was starting to confuse myself, and I don't want to try to fudge it and then get off on where I should be, you know, so that like everything is over too far and that all that. So I decided to abandon my 310 cross country and start working on my pages again and try to be a little bit more methodical and like most people do with like doing diagonals or columns or whatever. Gonna try that. My brain doesn't typically work like that. I do not like parked threads, like this kind of thing. This is okay. A few is okay. Some people have like massive amounts. Oh, sorry, I keep having to cut out me coughing. I should probably get some water. So, but let's finish this first, and then I'll go get some water, and we'll continue on. But anyway, so I don't like how some people have like massive amounts. I mean, I'm fine with it for them. For me, I don't like having massive amounts of parked threads. It just gets in my way and I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So I tend to work a thread in until it runs out. So I'm going to try like Sarah Stitchin' Mommy does and work in like a 10 by 10 square, but just pick that next color and work it through in a column or, you know, around where it goes, and but try to like fill in a column or like an area that I've like left, you know, kind of sporadically like that. So and then hopefully, and then I think I'll go up here and try to like work in to the edge, so that way when I get down here where I messed up somewhere, I can, you know, maybe kind of just fill in around it and then just kind of fudge it. And, you know, because down here is actually, it's a lot of blacks and browns. So really, I don't think is going to make that big of a difference if I kind of fudge it a little bit. But I just have to do it to where I'm not confusing the heck out of myself, which I was starting to do. So, but I think it looks really good regardless of that. And I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. But I have a long way to go, and I have 6-ish months to get to that point. So, all right, there you go. Mini night cafe. Now I'm going to pause and go get some water so that I don't have to keep cutting out me coughing. Okay, I'm back. I actually got myself some kombucha because I have discovered a brand I really like. I'll link it below because I can't remember the name of it right now. But you know how, I don't know if you drink kombucha, but sometimes it just has like too much of a vinegary taste to it, and like whatever it says the flavor is, can't really taste it over the vinegar. This one is pretty good. You don't really taste vinegariness in it, so I like it. Oh, okay, so, ooh, and it just started to rain. So I apologize for the lighting, and hopefully you won't hear too much of the rain and it won't be too annoying. So I forgot to give you my stats on Night Cafe. So I did 3,788 stitches in the month of July, and I made it to 61%, roughly. I've been working on it, and it's now August 3rd. So I forgot to actually mark down exactly where I was, but I'm a little over 61% now. So I'm thinking in you know, July 31st, I was at like 61%. And it is, unless I say all of my projects at this point, all of my full coverage projects should be on 22 count Ada hard anger and our 1/1 full cross, unless I say otherwise. So there you go. So next, my next project is Minnie the Nativity by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Donna Gelsinger. And here is what it will look like when it is done. And I decided to make this my focus piece for the month of July for Christmas in July stitching. I think I was already over 5%, maybe even at the beginning of the year. I don't remember. I didn't look at my stats for this, but I think I was. I think I was at about 8% when I started the month. And, oh, what was I going to say? I just blanked on what I was going to say. But anyway, so I decided that I was going to make this one my focus because it's just it's a lot of confetti in the wise band that I'm in right now, but it's also just kind of a relaxing stitch. I don't know why. And there is some block stitching. So like if I had, a particularly busy day, I could just focus on sky or something like that, and I would get my stitch counts in. So I tried to get at least 100 stitches a day on the Nativity, and I ended up getting 2,220 stitches in the month of July, and I made it to 10%. So let's see, I should have a picture of where it was at the beginning of July, and then this is where it is now. So as you can see, I made a lot of progress. I have started on, I got a page finish. That was the other exciting part of it. I got a page finish in the month of July, and I've started down the page because I was going to just continue on this way. And I probably will pop in there on occasion because it's a lot of sky and just block stitching. But I really want to, work on the wise men and the Holy Family. So I thought, well, I should focus on going down and across so that I can get to the main event of the mini nativity faster. So that's the plan. So I don't have any other real goals for this for the rest of the year, except for if I remember, I like to pull this out on the 24th and the 25th of each month. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. But I would like to continue to work on it every month. So yeah, we'll see if I can remember that. What I need to do is I need to put it on my Google Calendar so that it shows up every day or every month, and I can be like, oh yeah, tomorrow I need to do some mini nativity. That actually is what I should do. Editing Rainy, do that when you're editing this. So there you go. It's the second full coverage project for the month of July. So the next project I worked on fairly consistently throughout the month is my project for Oldest Whip Wednesday, which is a hashtag started by my friend Alicia from Adventures of Stitching on Instagram and Flosstube. And I have a group chat with her and Leanne from Small Town Stitches and Angie from Angie Slowly Crafts. And every Wednesday, and this was helpful because otherwise I probably wouldn't remember, somebody would say, it's Oldest Whip Wednesday when we would be talking. So that's pretty much the only way I ever remembered to actually pull this project out. But this is Shakespeare Quotes from Taylor and Cromwell on Etsy, and I will, of course, link their, I think they actually have their own website now, too. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I will at least link their Etsy site, if not both. And so anyway, I got this chart on Etsy a couple of years ago and started it in the month of September with my friend Tara from Recovering Book Hoarder. And she reminded me, a month or so ago, she's like, we're coming up on the second anniversary. I'm like, oh no. Oh, it just seems like I should be done with this already, but alas. I think it is the black fabric because I don't know if I have a picture of where it was the last time you would have seen it. So, so here it is now. And sorry, I forgot to, let's see, can I do this? Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to, no, because otherwise, sorry. I need one of those fancy boards like other people have, but this is where it is right now. So I wanted to work up here because I had started this this quote, but I was like down here, and I worked on getting this all done, and I started double toil and trouble, cauldrons burn and fire cauldrons burn and fire bubbles. That sounds wrong, but I think that's right. I don't know. Oh, my Shakespeare friends would be very disappointed in me right now. But anyway, that quote is next, and it's probably going to go to about here. I'm a little bit afraid that I won't have enough room for the globe down here, but I think I cut it correctly. But so I probably, next time I pull this out, I should probably start maybe working down so that I can see if I will have enough room. Because I think if I don't, then I'll just cut off the globe and work on the words so I can frame that. I don't know. Hopefully I do. This also is, let's see, I believe this is 18 count. 2/2, because I'm definitely doing it on 2/2, and I think this is 18 count Black Ada, which should be easier, but I feel like that's why I don't get a lot of progress on it, because it's harder to work on black fabric. So yeah, I'm excited to get more progress on that. It feels like one that I should be able to get done probably, hopefully by September next year. That's going to be my goal. Yeah, I don't know. I need to be keeping up with it a little bit better than I am. But I will continue to pull it out for Otis Whip Wednesday in the month of August. And again, like I said, with Mini Nativity, I just need to put it on my Google Calendar to remind me every Wednesday that you gotta put at least 100 stitches in it today. So that's gonna be the goal for the rest of the year, is to, make myself some daily stitch goals. So I have a plan for that. So but we'll talk about that later. And then the last project that I have with me here to show you for this month is Welcome to Rivendell by Country Magic Stitch. I am stitching this one with Leanne and Alicia. And is Angie stitching this one? I don't think she has yet. But I know I definitely am with Leanne and Alicia. So, but anyway, I don't know if I have a last time you saw it progress shot, but here is where I am now. Now I did, let's see, I did 470 stitches in the month of July, and I am currently at 4.27%. And this one is not part of my 5% by 2025 thing. Sorry for all these Ada flyaway thingies. But I feel very confident that I will get to 5%, because this one, while it is full coverage, is also very much block stitching, and which is great when you're just like needing some fast work, some progress. When you're feeling like you're not getting any progress on anything and you want some progress, this is what to work on. So I was, ow, I just whacked my finger off of my desk. We're slowly, the bar is getting lower. Anyway, I was going, you can see, in diagonals, and staying pretty strict with my diagonals. But again, because my brain doesn't work like that, I have started to just move to finishing up like a section instead. I think I will just be much happier that way. And I'm still going to try to like fill it in, and like stick with that idea. But yeah, I need to just need to do what my brain wants to do, right? And not stick to diagonals or columns if I don't have to, although I do have to for Mini Night Cafe for a while. I need to just force myself. But so this one, it's moving along lovely, and I think this one hopefully will get a lot of attention coming up here as well. Okay, so that's really all I have to show you in the whip department, other than I should show you my Bird Crush Club. That is the one that I left at work by accident. I kind of felt rushed leaving my office on Friday. Like they were all like, let's go, let's go. And I forgot my wireless earbuds that I like to take home with me on the weekend, and I forgot my stitching. But luckily it was just a small stitch. I had the bigger stuff out in the car because I take all my stuff to work with me just in case. And I don't take all of my stuff, but I take Night Cafe to work with me. And I usually take a book, and I usually take like a smaller project in case, for something that I can just like whip out and put away real quick if I can. But then like Night Cafe is usually just for like my breaks and stuff. So I had my Bird Crush Club at my office, like sitting on my desk waiting to be stitched, and totally forgot to take it home. So hopefully it's still there when I go to work on Tuesday, because I'm actually off on Monday. Yay. It will be. Yeah, who's gonna steal it? But anyway, I'm rambling. This is what it will look like when it is completed. And this is where I am roughly now. I think since I took this picture, I maybe finished the black in the tail, so it's come down a little farther. But that is relatively where I am with the bird. So I'm hoping maybe by the end of August to have the bird fully done, and then just have the what's that called? The branch and the leaves to do from there. So we shall see. But okay, so that is the last whip for July. So let's talk about, should we talk about plans or should we talk about haul? Let's talk about plans first, because I know not everybody likes haul, but really my haul is not really like extensive. Yeah, it's just like, it's a few things, but it's not extensive. So, yeah, anyway, getting ahead of myself, rein it in. Okay. So anyway, my August plans. I really enjoyed having a focus project for the month of July in Mini Nativity, but I'm also feeling a little like I'm missing some of my other full coverage whips, that I'm missing getting more progress on them. So I decided, instead of having a full month focus for August, I am going to have a stitch count goal for the month of August, and I will I already picked a project to start August with, and then excuse me, now I have the hiccups. Yeah. Sorry. So anyway, I picked a project to start the month of August, and then once I get to 1,000 stitches, on it, I will spin my wheel, which I haven't spun my wheel in a really long time. So I'll spin my wheel for another project and do 1,000 stitches on that. And then if I have any other time left in the month of August, then I'll spin again, and we'll just keep rotating through them that way. That way I feel like I'm at least touching them all, because I still have my 5% goals. I'm kind of like holding that goal loosely at this point. I have gotten to 5% on a couple of projects, and I knew I wasn't going to get to 5% really on all of them. But yeah, we're just kind of gonna we're just gonna try to touch everything at this point, and if we get to that goal number, then great. If we don't, oh well. And this year just ended up being busier than I had anticipated, and yeah, just not gonna work sometimes. But anyway, so my first project, I forgot that I had some of these in a paper picture. So I'm gonna end up having to put them in with editing anyway. But my first 1,000 goal project is going to be Anne of Green Gables by Heaven and Earth Design. Artwork by, that's what I thought, A.B. Stewart. I just wanted to get it correct. And I actually have cropped it. So I think, let's see, I think it's about there. It basically forms a square at this point. But like, there's already so much green. I was like, that is an insane amount of green. And sadly, I will like miss out on some of these things over here, but I'm okay. I will sacrifice that for a little. I'm still gonna get Anne and Gilbert. They're the main show, and some fun stuff over here. So, but I'm going to hashtag this as, it used to be my birthday Sal hashtag, but that was just too long of a birthday hashtag. So we're going, my friend Alicia from Adventures of Stitching is also stitching this. So we are going to call this Anne in August. Anne with an E. Anne in August. And just get 1,000 stitches at least on this. So I might continue it after 1,000 stitches, but I'm still going to spin my wheel and get another project for 1,000 stitches. And then if I just want to throw in some more stitches into this, I will. So I don't know. I forgot to look up where she's at percentage-wise. But this, because I cropped it, it's a lot harder for me to come up with that stuff. I always have to calculate it again and again every time I get it out. So it's kind of annoying. But I mean, Stitch Pal will give you a relative idea of where you are, but not the greatest. So and if I forget to put it in Stitch Pal, then we're just totally off, because I put what I had, like how many stitches I originally cropped it to. And yeah, my math skills are just not that good. So yeah. But anyway, this is my first stitch count goal for August. And whoops, this is where I am. So I will put where I was at the beginning of the month. So there's a little bit of progress, because I put in about 300 stitches so far. I've been basically working down here in all this green. So I think down here is a page finish. So I might just attempt to see how much of a page finish I can get in August. But looks very nice. But I'm kind of thinking after I finish this, I'm going to go this way. Because again, there's just a whole lot of green, and this is a whole lot of tree. So I think I'd kind of like to, I mean, it's still going to be green, but might get some other darker colors over there. So we'll see. I don't know. I have a long way to go before I have to consider that. So also my plans is, I talked about wanting to kind of consistently give myself a daily goal. So you know how a lot of people do, like Oldest Whip Wednesday, or my friend, Contented Needle Worker Kim, she does Feathered Friend Sal. No, Feathered Friday Sal. That's right. So I want to, and I have been doing that. That's where the Bird Crush Club comes in, but I keep forgetting to post. So I need to do that. So I would kind of like to get into a routine where I do something daily for like at least 30 minutes, like a 30 minutes of stitching, and do it for whatever theme that day is. So my themes that I haven't necessarily come up with them. I'm just doing these themes is Mira Monday, because my friends got me my first Mirabilia for my birthday, and I haven't gotten too far in it, so I need to make Mira Monday a thing. Then I'm going to do Tolkien Tuesday, which is where Welcome to Rivendell will come in. And then Otis Whip Wednesday. And then Thursday I was having trouble figuring this out, and I think I'm going to make Thursday Theological Thursday. And that one I can either work on Mini Nativity, because it's the Holy Family, or my Our Father Sal, or Our Father Stitch, by Anne Makes Things, which I'm also going to try to do on Sundays as well, for like Sunday stitching. So then, let's see what else. Where am I? Thursday, Friday, Feathered Friday Sal with Contented Needleworker Kim. Saturday, I don't really have anything for that. So if you have like a themey thing for a Saturday, let me know. But Saturday might just be a free-for-all. Whatever I feel like stitching, it might just be a free-for-all. Because I have sometimes I have a lot more time on a Saturday to stitch. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, and then Sunday, of course, it will be Sunday stitching, which will be, I'm going to try to make it a focus on the Our Father stitch, so that I can try to get that busted out and get that finished. So those are my plans for August. We'll see if I can do it, being that today is Saturday and I don't have a theme. We'll just see what I can get to. I don't know. I have time today, but I haven't started stitching yet. So, and it's already probably afternoon at this point. And then I have to do some things in the early evening. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll get a lot of stitching time today. So it might just be Night Cafe and Anne today. And that's fine. If that's all I get to today, that's all I get to today. That's just perfectly fine with me. So yeah. So those are my August plans. So now we'll get into my little bit of haul. And then I want to do a Flosstuber a shout out for you, because I realized I'm supposed to start doing those every month and I didn't. So I need to try to get back into that. But anyway, let's do a quick haul. So my first bit of haul is a stitch I have no business buying, and I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I'm kind of jonesing to start it soon. So I don't know. I'm trying to have self-control. But anyway, I blame Laura from Stitching by the Shore for this purchase. And it is called Beatles Collage by Stitches So Beautiful. The artist is Tammy L. Gross, I don't know, something like that, Gross. And yes, this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to keep it up here because I think I know what all the songs in this are, but if you are a Beatles fan, I want you to tell me which ones you see in this collage. I think I counted 6 different songs from the Beatles in this. but I'm not sure if I got them all or if I'm even right. So I want to know what you think that they are. So let me know. And yes, I blame Laura for this, but that's okay. You know, that's what she's here for, to enable me, right? And she certainly did, because I think she was talking about starting the Yellow Submarine that I've been seeing by Blackbird Designs. And I was thinking about doing that one because I do love the Yellow Submarine, but this one might win out. I mean, the Yellow Submarine would be a lot faster. But, I mean, come on, guys. There's these strawberry fields forever in this one. I already gave you that one. So, yeah. But I love Strawberry Fields Forever. I'm a big Beatles fan, if you haven't noticed. Beatles were my life in high school. And no, I am not old enough to have been around for the Beatles. But, yeah, I still love them. Okay, so then the second one. The second thing that I bought. This one, I blame Samantha, the Hugo Stitcher, for. And actually also Laura from Stitching by the Shore, and who else? No, I think she's the one that was doing it. So anyway, these two ladies have been doing the the seasonal Quaker patterns by Lila Studios. Lila Studios? I've heard it both ways. And apparently, well, okay, first of all, Laura, I believe, was the first one I saw to stitch the summer one. And I just love it. I love the lobsters. I love the color scheme of it. And I really want to stitch it. I've never stitched a Quaker before, but I really love it. And I really want to do it. But I was avoiding it because I was like, I mean, nautical isn't super my thing, but like, I love the colors in this. I don't know, should I? Whatever. And so then Samantha, the Hugo Stitcher, she has been doing a Sal with these patterns, and I guess the autumn one just came out. So she showed it on her channel just this past month. And I was like, look at the squirrels. Look at all the little woodland creatures. I need this pattern. The only thing that I don't love about this is the saying. I don't love that saying. So I need help because I can't rechart things. I don't know how. So at some point, I'm looking at you, Kim, Contented Needleworker Kim. I may need you to help me to rechart with like a verse, like maybe like the Ecclesiastes verse that's like, for every season. Turn, turn, turn. I know that's not I can't think of it. That's the song. But anyway. But yeah, if anybody is good at like recharting a phrase, I mean, I know Kim is, and she'll probably help me if I ask her nicely. But, or if anybody just even knows anybody who has recharted this, I know it's a fairly new pattern, so probably nobody has yet, but if you know of anybody who has recharted the quote, let me know if they would be willing to like share or whatever, or how they did it, because I have no clue. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that phrase, but I love everything else, and I need it in my life. So I bought it. I have not bought the summer one yet, or the spring one, but I will. I'm just trying to like, be fiscally responsible. Okay, so, and then the other thing, this is also from Stitches So Beautiful. Oh, I bought the Quaker one from Lila Studio on Etsy. She has an Etsy shop. I don't know if she has her own website, but I will link the Etsy shop down below. So then, my friend Leanne gifted me a pattern from Stitches So Beautiful. She gifted me Boreal Forest by Stitches So Beautiful. And before anybody comes at us, we did this totally legally. So, um, yeah, trust me, it's all on the up and up. We are okay. But she gifted me this pattern. And I'm very excited about it. It's beautiful. It looks like it has a lot of 310 in it. So, um, apparently I love 310 and I love green. So, but yeah, I don't know when I'll start this one, but I love it also. So that's really my only haul. 3 patterns, of which none do I ever know when I'm going to start them. So maybe I'll have like a Quaker year, because I bought 3. No, I bought 2 of the Quaker flags from Vimsters a few months ago, knowing that I was not going to be like participating in their sale or anything. I just liked the flags and I knew I wanted to stitch them someday. I want to get the One Nation American flag pattern, because I really like that one even better. But I bought Slovakia and I bought Ireland from Vivsters, because those are the 2 most prominent nationalities in my heritage. And of course, I also apparently have some Italian in my heritage too, which I would have imagined. So I might have to get the Italian one too, but we'll start with the first 2 that I always grew up knowing that I was. And then, and then Leanne also had gifted me a Christmas Quaker. I forget who that's by. So maybe I will have like a Quaker year some year and just like try to do all the Quakers that I have. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's really it. I'm just babbling. So now let me quickly tell you about my Flosstuber shout out for today. And that is Amy from Renewing Stitches. And maybe I'll try to like put her picture up here somewhere if I can. But Amy is just a lovely lady. She has the most soothing voice and she's just lovely. She does not do full coverage that I'm aware of. Amy, have you done a full coverage yet? Would you do one? Yes? Yes? No. You already know. I already know the answer to that question. But she does do like small full coverage ones. She did tiny little, I think they're called the mini masterpieces. She did a bunch of those recently, which are lovely, and I need to do those. And she recently just hit 500 subs, and she made a little freebie pattern for everyone as like a thank you. So I definitely am going to grab that pattern and hopefully stitch it up sooner rather than later, because it is just so pretty, and I would just love to like pick a fun color that I love. Probably purple, because that is my favorite color. You wouldn't know it from all the green that I stitch. but purple is my favorite color. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But anyway, I highly recommend Amy. She lives in Texas and she is a homeschool mom, and yeah, just has a very soothing voice and lovely projects. She stitches a variety of things, just no like big full coverages that I've noticed, or as of yet. Maybe I'll wear her down someday. Oh, but all right, friends, that is it. I guess this really wasn't that quick of a video, just because I like to ramble, but I like visiting with you. So anyway, let me know what your plans for August are. If you have any like focuses that you're focusing on, or are you just like getting your kids ready to go back to school? Are you in camp? This is the most wonderful time of the year when the kids get back to school. Or are you sad that summer is coming to a close? Being that I don't have kids, I really don't care. I don't know. it is what it is. Each season has its thing. I don't particularly like when fall begins because all the Spideys like to come into my house, and Rainy don't like Spideys. so so that is, I'm not looking forward to that part of it, but you know, it is what it is. I'll just have to like move for 2 months. I don't know. So, all right, I'm rambling again. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.